Hello and welcome back to Bespoke Unit. My name is Charles Philippe and in this video we'll be talking about Ralph Lauren Polo Blue, a fragrance that was released back in 2002. As with every fragrance review, we'll be using our Bespoke Unit fragrance formula. This can be downloaded as a blank PDF off our site, check the link below, and you can use it at home and analyse your own fragrances or fragrances you try. Don't hesitate to send us a version in our contact form on the site, because we'd be delighted to hear your thoughts and analyses of your own fragrances. So, Ralph Lauren Polo Blue. This was a fragrance that was given to me by my mother a couple of years ago, and I still have it. I use it quite regularly. Personally, this is a refreshing fragrance that I use after washing. But let's analyse it more deeply and see what we think of it. 2 sprays, safe distance. Let it slowly evaporate before you sniff. Get that alcohol to cook away. So this kind of reminds me of a market in the south of France on the opening. That would be the melon note present in the head. Melons, clementine, so a little bit of citrus, and cucumber. Overall, a very fresh head, something that is quite uplifting, quite refreshing, ideal for a hot day, ideal for when you're just starting to get a little bit sweaty or you need a little bit of refreshment. So, getting into the heart, we are starting to move away from fruity. We're going towards something that is a little bit more aromatic. We've got clary sage, basil, geranium. So classically aromatic herbs with a little bit of a floral backdrop just to give it that sweet essence to keep you going. Now bear with me, we're going to wait until we get to the base. Okay, so a little time has passed since we smelled the heart and just about getting to that base. So what I'm getting is some fresh oak moss, which juxtapositions against a earthy patchouli bouquet of notes. And then we have, kind of reminds me of, riding saddle, so you know there's a bit of leather in there, and I'd say that that's brought on through some deep white amber. So overall we're looking at an aromatic fougère fragrance that is still nevertheless somewhat oceanic, a bit aquatic, but with no discernible blatant aquatic notes. Now the life cycle, there wasn't a lot of time that passed between the previous cuts, between the head and between the heart and the base. It's very quick, and the fragrance cycles through them in an almost linear fashion. It's almost a slideshow of the different notes. So now I'm well into the base. I'm not getting any of the, maybe a little bit of melon, a little bit of cucumber, touch of sage, but we're really now concentrating on the base notes. So with regards to the seasonality, as the composition basically hinted at earlier, we're looking at something that's very spring, very summer. I'd say late spring, definitely when things are starting to warm up. Winter and autumn, I could just about picture wearing these during those times, but you'd have to be, we'll go into that in the wearability, but otherwise I'd say this is a definite spring summer fragrance. Let's talk about the weight and strength of the fragrance. Now the sillage is lacking. I've given it a 2 on the fragrance formula. It lasts a very short period of time, and even during its longevity, during its lifespan, you don't really get much of a sillage. Maybe if you're really close to someone, you'll get a whiff of it, but they probably wouldn't be able to discern what it is. It's not a very recognizable fragrance. Projection is okay. Performs during its lifespan, it performs fine, but it's nothing spectacular either. However, the longevity is lacking. We're looking at a fragrance here that is somewhat reminiscent of an eau de cologne in that it only lasts for a couple of hours and then it's more or less gone. You might be able to get a hint that someone was wearing a fragrance, the person who was wearing it, that is, but you won't be able to pick out any specific notes. So third-party feedback with regard to this fragrance seemed to be not overwhelmingly positive. People liked it, they enjoy it, but they don't come begging for more. This isn't something you wear on a date or a formal occasion, that is for sure. Here we're looking at people saying it's fruity, it's fresh, it's uplifting, it's enjoyable, they like it. Some people say though it's a little bit dull. It's lacking that extra note that just makes it shine, that something that just powers through and really makes you go, oh wow, this is the fragrance. Now this is a little bit more subdued. Then again, it's quite laid back. As a lot of people commented on, they found it to be quite casual, as we'll talk about later in the impressions. But people find this to be okay, they enjoy it, nobody hates it, so I guess that's a win. Impressions. What's the wearability of this fragrance? Now I've observed this to be a fragrance that is quite youthful, quite invigorating. It's definitely something that would suit someone in their 20s, somebody at college or university, maybe even someone in their late teens. This is definitely a casual fragrance, and in that sense I think it's a great fragrance for sports. People that work out, I've heard that actually some people say that they wear this fragrance for working out, and in fact I'd have to agree with that. The dry down would be perfect with intense perspiration, and it would actually be more effective than if it was just worn on your daily routine, unless that daily routine includes intensive sports. In that light, it's a very daytime fragrance. I wouldn't wear this going out at night. I'd say that, okay, it shows that you're a laid-back person that likes to wear jeans and probably your name's Chad, but you wouldn't really want to wear this if you're wanting to impress or make a mark. In that light, it's also a great fragrance for, as I personally use it, after a shower, after cleaning. This would be a great fragrance just to splash on or spray on because it's an atomizer, just to refresh yourself before you put on your daytime fragrance. It can actually go on quite well with some more powerful, more deeper aromatic fougères. Finally, in terms of masculinity, this is particularly faint. It is a masculine fragrance, that we can tell. However, it's not an overly masculine fragrance. This is something best reserved for men who aren't looking for something that is over the top. And in fact, I could say that it could be worn by women. That wouldn't be a problem either. This is something that probably could be shared by a couple at home. So let's quickly talk about the fragrance's presentation. This is a classic Ralph Lauren bottle, very reminiscent of the classic green polo bottle. There's also a polo red, same concept, different colour glass, and that's the only discernible difference. And the metal is slightly different as well. The bottle's okay, it's very subtle, there's no mention of the name, just the little polo guy on it, which does scratch quite easily. I've had it for a number of years, but I haven't been brutal to it, and already it's starting to show signs of wear and tear. Otherwise, the atomizer, I think, performs valiantly, and a good thing too. It's very cloudy, it's not strong, so this kind of goes back to that whole refreshing concept. This is a great fragrance to just splash on a hot day, because it creates a nice thick mist rather than a water gun. Packaging, the packaging, I don't have it with me anymore, but it's a nice blue box with embossed Ralph Lauren Polo lettering. It looks very classy and would make a great gift. Value for money. Now, for a casual fragrance that you use for working out, this is a bit of an investment. We're looking at about $96 per 100 milliliters, which is quite steep for an RRP. However, it can be purchased from Amazon. Check the link below for $57. You can also see on Notino, it's a similar price point as well. This is a little bit better, nevertheless, for a casual fragrance it's a little bit steep, so it depends on your taste and what kind of a casual lifestyle you lead. If you're a professional or semi-professional sports person, this might be the perfect companion for your daily use. So to conclude everything that I've said earlier in this video, this is a great, refreshing, enjoyable fragrance. This is something that is ideal for young sportsmen, university students who want to wear something for their casual lifestyle. However, due to the price point, it's not exactly accessible to that kind of demographic. So it's a good fragrance. I gave it a reasonable score. You can check the link below to read the full review. And I do think that this fragrance has many praisings. However, it doesn't quite suit my lifestyle. Maybe it will suit yours. My name's Charles Philippe. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and please like. Leave us a comment on your thoughts and feelings if you enjoy this fragrance or if you enjoy our videos, or even just to say hello. Don't forget that we're also very active on our site, bespokeunit.com. We have a Facebook page with regular updates and an Instagram page as well. You can find links for those below in the comments too. Again, my name is Charles Philippe. I'll see you next time. Take care.